Once there lived a boy in a town. One day, he came to visit with his grandfather. He used to play with Grandpa all the time. One day, he said to his grandpa, "Grandpa, when I grow up, I want to become a successful man. Can you tell me some ways to be successful?" Grandpa said yes, and took the boy nearby nursery. From nursery, Grandpa brought two small plants and come back home. Then Grandpa planted one plant in a pot, and kept it inside the house, and second plant planted outside the house. Grandpa asked the boy, "What do you think? Which plant will grow better in future?" Then boy said that the plant inside the house will grow better, because it's safe from every danger. Grandpa smiled and said, "Let's see what happens in future." After that, boy left from there. After 4 years, the boy came back to visit Grandpa's house. When he met with Grandpa, then boy asked, "Last time I asked you a question, how to be a successful man, but you didn't give any answer?" Grandpa smiled and said, "Sure, but we will first look at plants that we are planted 4 years back." Grandpa took the boy or a small plant and pot. They saw that the small plant had turned into big plant, and then Grandpa took boy at other plant, which they had planted outside, and that small plant turned into a big tree. Now Grandpa looked boy and asked, "Which plant is grew more and which plant is more successful?" Boy replied, "Which we planted outside." But Grandpa said, "How is this possible? That plant must have faced so many dangers, but it still grew big." Grandpa smiled and said, "Yes, plant outside had to face so many difficulties, but dealing with problems had its benefits too. Plant outside had freedom to spread its roots as much as it wanted. Problems like storms and heavy rain made its roots even stronger. Today it's so strong, a small storm can't cause any harm to it. While the small plant planted in pot, it's weak because it didn't stand against heavy storm, rain, and sunlight." Then Grandpa looked at his son and said, "My son, always remember that unless you struggle in life, unless you through the difficulties, you too will not be able to achieve success in life. If you will make comfortable choices, then you will not be able to grow as you can. And if you're ready to struggle and go through difficulties, then no goal is impossible for you to achieve, my son." The story of these two plants teach us not to be intimidated by challenges, but to embrace them as an opportunity to learn and grow, like a plant that planted outside. So the next time you face a challenge in your life, don't give up. Take advantage of the opportunity to learn and grow. And always remember that the challenge you face today can make you stronger and more successful tomorrow.